Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. The first verse of Manah Shodhanam, which is also an invocation, we shall chant. Please repeat. Paramatma Dvayanandaha Sarvabhutasthitopiha Ajñānenāvrito adrishtaha tathaiva ca manomalaihi. Remembering that Paramatma, which is non-dual, that infinite blissful self, which is pervading every being, everything, but still not visible to us because of ignorance and also because of the impurities of the mind. So, the ignorance can be removed by means of knowledge. Knowledge alone can remove ignorance. And when this ignorance is destroyed, then the self by itself becomes evident. But here there is some problem. What is the problem? That the prerequisite of gaining knowledge is a sincere urge to know. That sincere urge to know also is not possible until we have a pure mind. So till the time there are impurities, manomala, till such time even an urge to know will not be there. The want to know will not be there. And by chance, because of some past actions, past karmas, let us say we got this urge to know, we got this knowledge also, and this knowledge also we have understood, but still there won't be any abidance in the knowledge. That experience will not happen just to know, okay, I am the blissful self. Does it help? I am still crying only, I am still complaining only. So just knowing or understanding does not help. It has to be also, what is important is, I also need to experience it, that is getting abidance in that knowledge. And to get abidance in knowledge, that purity of mind is required, all these impurities have to be destroyed. Okay. But someone may say that I don't want abidance, then without getting abidance, all this we did, we got a human life, we got a great guru, we were blessed with the knowledge of the scriptures, we understood it also, but we did not experience or enjoy the bliss. Then all the previous steps are all waste. So that is why without abidance, all these things are just a waste. So therefore, it is required that we get that abidance. So therefore, so what is the conclusion after these 5 verses of thought development? We find the conclusion is that we have to purify our mind. There is no excuse to let the impurities remain. That is, purity of mind is inevitable. That is what it means. And here we are talking in the context of spiritual journey, spiritual goal. But even is this not true for worldly success also? Even if we are doing things in the worldly terms, even there, if the mind is filled with all impurities, I am not able to even enjoy success. So that toffee with wrapper, that wrapper is there even in the worldly joy. What to talk of the supreme, sublime joy of the self. So therefore, what is the whole idea? So here in 6th verse, Puja Guruji is saying, Dridhanishtaika siddhyartham Manah Shodhanam Tadartham sadhaka sarve Yatantam dridhanishchayaha. So here the conclusion of all these previous thoughts and the purpose of moving forward in the text is pointed out as saying, Manah Shuddhihi apekshita. Apekshita is required, is expected. What? Shuddhihi, purity of manah, mind. So the mental purity is required, is essential. For what? Dridhanishtha eka siddhyartham. What? Why are we purifying the mind? So that we get abidance, firm abidance in this knowledge. It is very important that the motive, the purpose has to be clear. Puja Guruji often says that there is one question that is very important, but we seldom ask. And what is it? Why am I doing whatever I am doing? This question to be asked to ourselves. Every step. Why am I doing whatever I am doing? Every moment, every day, I keep asking myself, why am I doing? I came here. Why have I come here? When children are sent to the school or university and all, initially when they are small, they are just going. Why? If they ask, why are you going to school? What to do? My mother doesn't let me stay at home. Otherwise, I would love to stay at home. But then she pushes me out. So then I have to go somewhere. So I'm going to the school. So for them, but why are you going? What is the purpose? Whatever we do, why are we doing? What is the purpose of that? So here also, we have to purify our mind. Okay, we have to purify our mind. But why? What is the purpose? What do we want to attain out of it? Dridhanishtha eka siddhyartham. What is our purpose here? Because it is a spiritual text. So it is talking about a spiritual goal. That what is a spiritual goal? I may even by chance get this knowledge, but abidance will be possible only and only when the mind is pure. Otherwise it is not possible. So we were talking in the morning about Naradji. Naradji sat down. He saw this beauty. He sat down and immediately his mind got absorbed. Why? Because there was purity. After that, when he came out, something else only happened. But before that, my mind, that purity was there. He got established. So, when the mind is pure, only then we will be able to get this abidance. Otherwise, it is not possible. Therefore, the purpose of purification of mind is getting this abidance in knowledge. And the prerequisite of getting abidance in knowledge is purity of mind. Manah Shodhanam apekshita. Okay. So, then, okay, we understood this. So, tadartham sadhaka sarve yatantam. So, therefore, for this purity of mind, sarve sadhakaha, all the seekers, yatantam, should put in effort. How should we put in effort? Sarve sadhaka, it is for all seekers. All seekers means it is not just for a specific class of, you have done good sadhana. Okay, for you this is available. For you, no. You are not like that. It is available for everyone. If you are a seeker, this is available. And this has to be done. Okay. How? Dridha nishchayaha. With that firm resolve that I need to purify my mind. Because the problem is, the mind is the instrument. To purify it needs so much of alertness. Otherwise, we sometimes will start thinking that our mind is pure only. We won't even suspect, because that is the instrument that has to be used for our sadhana. So therefore, to purify the mind, one has to have that firm resolve and never give up, because the mind is a creature of, it is not a creature by itself, but then it is an instrument of habit. It keeps on, whatever it has practiced, it will keep doing very well. So if the mind has practiced worrying, then it will worry very well. It knows to worry. If the mind has practiced crying, it will cry very well. If the mind has practiced complaining, it will complain very well. If the mind has practiced chatter, then it will chatter all the time. And if the mind has practiced being cheerful, it is cheerful all the time. If the mind has practiced happiness in solitude, it will remain happy in solitude all the time. If it has practiced silence, it will remain silent. So whatever it has practiced, it will do. That is why Dridha Nishchayaha, all the seekers are asked to remain firm in resolve, so that we are able to take up this sadhana of cleansing the mind, purification of mind. Now, so purification of mind, Dridha Nishchaya, yes, I have firm resolve. Now I must do it and I am going to do it. Now tell me, what should I do? What are the different sadhanas I can do? How should I cleanse the mind? How should I purify my mind? So now, in the next verse, there is a big list of what all we can do to purify our mind. So we will take that, 7th verse. Manah Shodhanam sadhanani vadantiha yajñodanam tapaschaiva japastirtham vratastatha. Iha, in this context, sadhanani vadanti. So great people, saints, gurus, they all talk about or prescribe various sadhanas, various practices, spiritual practices. What kind of practices? For what? Manashuddhikarani sadhanani. What kind of sadhanas? Those sadhanas which will purify our mind. So what all can we do to purify our mind? So these are various sadhanas. So this is only a few enlisted here. That in the scriptures, great masters and saints have enlisted various spiritual practices, sadhanas that are helpful in purification of our mind. So what are these? Yajnaha, Danam, Tapaschaiva, Japaha, Tirtham, Vrataha, Tatha. Tatha means etc. and much more. So here 6 things have been specifically pointed out. What are these? Yajna, Danam, Tapaha. These 3 are especially very, very popular, important and prescribed by even Bhagavan Shri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. To the extent that in the Gita, when Bhagavan says what is sannyasa, he says everything else can be given up but not these 3. Yajno, Danam, Tapaschaiva, Natyajyam, Karyameva Tat. These 2 should not be given up, they must be performed. So, what are these? What is so special about them? It's very, very scientific if we understand. All these 6 sadhanas, the first 3 are popular, but others are also very well known. All these 6 sadhanas and many more are all called or categorized as Bahiranga sadhanas. Bahiranga sadhana means the preparatory practices or preliminary sadhanas. So after this there are advanced sadhanas. That also will be talked about here. But the preliminary practice. What is a preliminary practice? That we are new to this spiritual path. Where should I begin? Here. You can begin somewhere here. One of these. This is available. Acha. So what is this? Now first let us think about these 3. In combination, Yajna, Dana, Tapaschaiva. So Yajna, Dana, Tapaha, these 3, the first in this chronological sequence, if you have to see in practice, the first one is tapas. So tapas means austerity, all of us know. But what is tapas? What is austerity? We often have certain notions about tapas. Whenever we hear the word tapas or austerity, penance, all these words when we hear, we immediately imagine somebody who is standing on one leg, raised arms and then eyes closed and all, long matted hair, long beard and whole skin and bones and just not eating, not drinking water, nothing like that. So we feel that is tapas and we feel scared. How can I do such things? I don't have that capacity. But that is not the tapas that the scriptures talk about. That is just one type of practice. Sometimes that practice may be there, but there may be no tapas in that. So the real tapas is what? In simple terms, in today's terms, if we have to understand tapas, it is consciously pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. That is called tapas. So if we have, we have got used to certain things, then remain alert and push ourselves out of our comfort zone. The purpose is not to give ourselves pain, because sometimes we think that giving ourselves pain is tapas. That is no tapas. Giving ourselves pain. For what? Again, that same question. Why am I doing what I am doing? Okay, I am giving myself pain. For what? It is not for the sake of giving myself pain. Then what is the purpose of that tapas? The tapas is to increase my levels of forbearance to that extent that nothing can disturb my mind in its pursuit to achieve the goal. That is called tapas. So tapas is actually to enhance the capacities of my mind to forbear difficulties so that it is never disturbed when it is pursuing the goal. That is called tapas. For example, a player, let us say a football player, he is playing and he has practiced. What football, what will you practice? Running and kicking. So he has to keep on running and kicking. If there is somebody passes, he has to receive and pass ahead and keep running and kicking. That's all. That is all he does. Now he has practiced enough. Now what is he doing? Is practice painless? If he has to practice every day, he'll say, why do I run so fast? Nobody else is there. I am alone on the field. Why can't I run slowly? No. I have to push myself. Pushing myself out of the comfort zone. Running. And such a person, when he is playing a match, and at that time, sometimes he falls also. While running very fast, somewhere he trips and he falls. Because he has practiced, his capacity of bearing the pain, going through that experience, he's already done all these things. So he gets up and runs again. He's able to, sometimes a football comes and hits on his face. Still, he has had this many times. He has practiced. He's pushed himself out of his comfort zone earlier. So now he doesn't sit down and cry, I got hurt. No. He gets up and starts running again and scores a goal. How did he do this? Where did that ability come? Because he chose to consciously push himself out of his comfort zone. And therefore, he is able to play. Forget about on the field. Sometimes what happens is it's an outdoors ground and there's rains. Now the match has been postponed. He has practiced throughout the day. So he has that capacity. He has pushed himself out of his comfort zone. Otherwise, if he was, I have to sleep in the afternoon, I can't. So then the match is postponed to the afternoon. Now he can't play. Why? I have to sleep. And if the goalkeeper has a habit of sleeping, now he is waiting there. Slept. So the interesting part is someone who has practiced, someone who has pushed themselves out of their comfort zone, for them any difficulty, any problem, they are able to face them. That forbearance levels have gone high. So then nobody can stop them from achieving their goal. So even in the worldly terms it is important, tapas. Then what to talk of spiritual achievement. So therefore tapas is the way of pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone so that we are able to increase our capacity. So what is happening in tapas actually? When we give ourselves pain, we get tired. But this spirit of tapas actually is conserving our energies. It is not draining. If it was just merely giving ourselves pain, then what happens? Because some practices incorrectly people do. They say, I'm going to lie down on that bed of nails. This is my tapas. I'm not saying everyone who does that is wrong. But most of the people, they don't need to do all those things because that is not something that day to day I'm going to be benefited out of. For us, tapas would be get up half an hour earlier than what you get up. Good enough tapas. Give up your coffee or tea. What is this? This is all very difficult. Sleeping on that bed of nails is easier actually. Why? Because there only 10 seconds I have to sleep and say I did my tapas over now. Next lifetime only I have to do next time. But this is every day. That is tapas. Small things are more tapas for us than sometimes when I'm very angry, that time keep quiet, mauna. That is tapas. Very difficult. I want to shout. And added to it little smile also on the face. That is not possible. That is tapas. Pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. So small practices that will increase my capacity. So it is not draining my energy. On the other hand, it is only increasing my capacities. It is energizing me. It is conserving my energy. That is called tapas. Puja Gurudev, when he was studying under Swami Taponji Maharaj, Guru's name is what? Tapovanam. The forest of austerity. The greatest among austere people. And he was living such a life. Now Gurudev was an inspired student, very dedicated, very focused. And that is why not many people could stay with Taponji Maharaj. People used to come and run away also after some time. Only Gurudev stayed on for 9 years. So once it is said, Gurudev himself has described that he saw one man from the other bank of the Ganga. They were all on this bank, the other bank of Ganga. There was this man who must be around 50s or so of age. He used to, every morning, 6 o'clock, he used to come, take a dip and stand there in the river, facing the sun. Means facing east. And then, till the sun came to the head, that is, till noon, he used to stand there 6 hours. And after that, he used to do pranams and go every day. Now Gurudev got so inspired. My Guru's name is Tapovanam. I am staying here and studying. I am a student. So I should also do some tapas. And such scriptures also keep talking about tapas. So I should also perform some tapas. So he got inspired and he went and stood in the waters. There's ice cold Gangaji. So few seconds he stood there, immediately he jumped out. Because he was not used to it. He was from Kerala. Suddenly in Ganga he would go and dip his feet and all. He had lived in Lucknow for some time. So he jumped out and he came back to Taponji Maharaj. And he said, Maharajji, I think I am not a fit student. I think I should leave. Taponji Maharaj said, what's wrong with you? What happened? So he said, I can't do tapas also. What am I doing here? So Taponji Maharaj said, that what happened, tell me everything. So Gurudev narrated this whole experience. So he said that, that man stands for 6 hours. For me, 6 minutes also it is difficult. I am not capable of doing any tapas. Taponji Maharaj just smiled. He told that you ask that man 2 things. One, you ask why is he doing whatever he is doing? Purpose. And second, you ask him to come and sit in our class for 1 hour. We have this Vedanta class, you ask him to come and sit. So then Gurudev did not go to him and find out, but then he found out from other sources, he came to know that that man who was in the other village, he was doing this to become the headman of the village. For that he was doing, somebody must have told him some sadhana, so he is doing this only to become some headman, to achieve one post, some designation, that to limited period. For that he is doing all these things. And Taponji Maharaj said, never can he come and sit here. He will sit here for 2 minutes, he will get up and run away. He said, this, what we are doing in this class, it is a subtler form of tapas. This is called the thinking tapas, the intellectual tapas, where we are letting go of all the previous habitual wrong notions and substituting them with right knowledge. This is the greater tapas that we can do. So this tapas is that which conserves our energy. It can be practiced at the level of the body, it can be practiced at the level of the speech, it can be practiced at the level of the mind. So when we conserve energy, push ourselves out of our comfort zone. We have these things of fasting, etc. So why do we fast? Fasting also, one of the reasons is that our body does not keep depending on constant food and keep thinking about food only all the time. So whatever time is saved through that, we invest in sadhana. Whatever mind space is created, we invest that in sadhana. That is the whole idea. So fasting also is not just, giving oneself pain. It is actually increasing our capacity. Then someday I did not get food, it doesn't affect me. Why? Because I have, this I know, I have done this before. So I am right now focusing on my goal, doing my sadhana, nothing can disturb me. So this tapas, that conserves my energy. Now with this conserved energy, what do I do? Because I am doing tapas, I have conserved energy. Now this conserved energy needs some outlet. Otherwise, like a dam, if you keep on stopping the flow of the river, at some time you have to open some doors of the dam also so that the water can keep flowing a little bit. Otherwise it will break the dam. So you conserve, you do your tapas, but then what is to be done? How is it channelized? For that the second sadhana, yajna. So tapas, conservation of energy. Yajna is channelizing that energy. What is yajna? Yajna, we all understand the ritualistic yajna of that fire sacrifice. There is a fire pit or the homakunda, and then in that we offer different oblations. We chant some mantra and say swaha, idam namama, I offer this and this is not mine, this all is offered to you alone. So this is the spirit of yajna. Same way, Puja Gurudev explains yajna beautifully as a cooperative endeavor in which the entire society offers their own contribution for the attainment of a common greater goal. So what is the goal? We all should progress. So it's a common greater goal. It is not individualistic. It is not something ordinary. It is something great, something noble, and something common to everyone. This common greater goal, for this I offer my contribution. Now what can I contribute? I cannot contribute what others are contributing. I can contribute what I have. So somebody is contributing something, I can't say, oh, that person is contributing, I will also do that only. I may not have that ability, that resource I may not have. So to be able to contribute whatever is possible for me to do, that is called yajna. So when I am participating in this cooperative endeavor to achieve a common greater goal, this is called yajna. So where all this conserved energy is diverted, it is channelized towards the well-being of everyone. Not just me and myself. It's not just for me and my family. It is for the common good. It is larger. So this energy is put to good use when I am able to channelize it this way. So this is the spirit of yajna. We all must have had khichdi. Khichdi is a very classy example of yajna. How come? Basic ingredients of khichdi: rice, dal, salt, some turmeric, then basic water, put in a pot, heat. That's all. All this is required for a khichdi, right? All this, okay. Now, this rice and dal may very happily jump into the pot. But suddenly the salt said, I will not go in. Why? This is partiality. There is more seats reserved for the rice and dal. And for us, we are minority or what? This much, so you seat. I will also jump in the same quantity as the rice and dal. If the salt says that. What will happen to that? We have to eat it at the end of the day. What will happen? We can't have salt also in equal quantity. Right? Same way turmeric also. It also says, no, I will also go in the same quantity. Not possible. Go now, sit silent. Second thing. Now all of them get into the pot. But then water refuses. They are all solid. I am the only liquid. I am feeling out of place. I have no company. So I will not go in. Heck, you have to go. But I am feeling alone. Don't worry, everything will become one only very soon. Okay, got it. Now when water came, others again started complaining. We are all drowning. Why can't we stay on the surface? No, you have to. Okay, till here, still it was okay. Then suddenly the fire came at the bottom. Now those grains of rice and the water molecules, all of them, when they got heated, they started jumping, going up. And then the new grains were pushed down. Then they got heated up, they started jumping. That way they kept on jumping. We don't want to be heated, we don't want to be heated, we don't want to be heated. Initially they felt lot of warmth and all. Oh, very nice, very nice. Slowly that heat increased, started boiling. And they had to go through that entire boiling process, heating process, and after that, the gas was turned off. Then, so nice. But then, when we see inside that khichdi, can we see the rice and dal separate? They went inside. Can we see? No, it is all become one. Where is the rice? Where is the dal? If I want to separate, we can't separate them. They are fused into one. We can see it is all them only, but then we can't distinguish, we can't distinctly remove them apart. Turmeric is seen fully all over the khichdi. In every grain of rice and dal, turmeric is seen. It is all yellow. But salt has completely disappeared only. Cannot be seen. But all this together is what is enjoyed by a person. Now what does it mean? The rice cannot do what the salt or the turmeric or the dal or the water or the fire can do. None of them can do. Same way, no others can do what others could do. But they all did what they could do. The entire substance and quantity was contributed by the dal and the rice. The taste was contributed by the salt. So each one had their own contribution. The water brought all of them together in a form that can be consumed. And the fire made this fusion possible. It was tough, but they went through it. Yajna. So for yajna also, this tapas, then yajna. Went through that tapas and then came to this state of yajna. So in this cooperative endeavor, for the sake of a common goal, everyone contributes their bit. Everyone cannot do the same thing, but everyone can do something. And that is the spirit of yajna. When everyone is focused on that goal, not looking here and there, what is this person doing, what is that person doing, this person is doing less than me, that person is doing more than me. That is, no. Everyone is looking at that common goal, that how I can help in achieving that. Each one of us. When the war between Sri Rama and Ravan happened, all these Vanaras, the monkeys, they all went with Sri Rama. Sri Rama actually did not need anybody. But he gave a chance to everyone. And what was everyone doing? They did their bit. They did not say, oh, Hanuman is doing so much more, I am useless, I will not do so, I will just sit down. No. Maybe there are others who are doing much better than I am doing, but I am also doing something I can do. Even in the building of the bridge, we all know, we have heard of that squirrel. At least she could come and some grains of sand she could sprinkle on the bridge and say that at least it will become a little softer, that's all. What else? I can't do, I can't bring big boulders, but this much I can do. That is the spirit of yajna. So, conserving all the energies through tapas and channelizing them through yajna. And when such yajna in the spirit of swaha, swaha means offering. Idam namama, this is all not mine. Even after offering, sometimes we hold on. I have given this much. This brainstorming session happens sometimes, for problem solving. The team comes together. The concept of brainstorming is everyone give your ideas. Then afterwards we will take up whatever is found best, we will take it up and implement. Now after we give our ideas also, we have actually not given. We are still holding on. And then say, why did you not take my idea? Where is your idea? You have given, right? Once you have given, it is not your idea. But still we hold on. You should take my idea only. So this yajna means it is for the goal. It is not for, it is mine, it is mine. So swaha idam namama. Whatever I have given. Now it doesn't belong to me. Anyway, it was never mine. Whether it is an idea or any other resource that I contribute to any task, it is all given by God only. What I am claiming that I got this brilliant idea, I am giving, what brilliant idea? That consciousness, that touch of that life principle goes, what? Like a fuse bulb only I am. No use to anyone. Fuse bulb at least can be used for decoration. This, when it gets fused, it can't be used for decoration also. It has to be destroyed only. So, all these contributions, that yajna, that spirit of yajna is where I don't become possessive of what I am doing or how I am contributing or what no, I am not possessive of it. Okay. I am offering my best. Swaha idam namama. My personal best, not compared to others. So this conserved energy is channelized through yajna for the common greater goal. Okay, very good. Now Now if I have worked towards a common greater goal, and in this spirit, if everyone in the society works together, then obviously the goal will be attained. And when something great is attained, obviously everyone who was a part of that endeavor also gets blessed by the results. And when those results come, what do I do with those results? When we go to any temple or something and we get some prasad, so we also get, in some temple we got prasad, one small piece of peda. We got. What do we do? We just walk over? No. We will put it in some tissue or something, and then we will bring it home. Then there will be 10 members in the family. So little, one pinch only everyone will get. We give to everybody. There's prasad from the temple, prasad from the temple. One pinch. And people who get that one pinch also feel, I got prasad from Bhagwan. And then whatever little bit remains, that I also have. And then I feel so happy. Today we had Bhagwan's prasad, I shared it with everyone. This spirit of sharing whatever I have received as a result of yajna is called dhanam. Dhanam means sharing. It's not that, translating it as charity and all sometimes gives that notion of somebody is, in a pitiable condition, and then I am just taking pity and say, take, go. I am giving. Not that spirit. Spirit of dhanam is that out of fulfillment, out of gratitude, that I have got so much, thank you, O Lord, and I am sharing this. I want to share this with anyone. It is not whether that person is known to me or whether that person, I know about that person. I have done a lot of background check and then only I am giving. When I am out of fulfillment, when things are overflowing, I just want to just share. So this kind of sharing that comes out of gratitude and abundance, that is called dhanam. So it's not just giving, it is sharing. So tapas also, all the energy that is given by Bhagwan only, I am conserving. Then yajna also, I am conserving and channelizing that to achieve something as a common goal, which is also offering to the Lord only. And when I get the result also, I am sharing that, because that is also given by the Lord only. So I am sharing that with the community, with everyone around me. And this spirit called dhanam, that generosity, is an outcome of a feeling of abundance. I have lots. This often happens. When we go to, when we travel in trains, in India especially, there are these different classes. There will be like some unreserved compartments will be there. Then there will be those sleeper, second class sleeper, non-AC sleeper will be there. Then there will be like first class. Then there will be like AC, 3-tier, 2-tier, then first class AC and all. So this whole different classes. It is very interesting to note that as we go to those higher classes, the concept of space changes. And as we go to these lower classes and come towards this unreserved compartment, the space concept is very different. In an unreserved compartment, there will be 6 people sitting in that one seat, which is meant for 3 officially also. 6 people are already sitting. And if someone goes there and then they say, move little, they will move. There is a lot of space. Come, sit. There is a lot of space. Why? Because my mind is like that. There is a lot of. But Go to slowly, no? AC compartment or the first class compartment, all this place. There is no space. I am alone sitting in the whole seat. Even if I lie down, my body will not cover the whole seat. But still, no, there is no place. Go. I will not let you sit. So the concept is different. That what is plenty, what is abundance? It is a state of mind. I am not saying that everyone should be accommodated. Or somebody is traveling without ticket, okay, you don't let them sit. That is not the point here. The point is, what is that generosity? What is that sharing? That attitude comes out of that mental state of abundance. That, I have so much. So even in some places, some societies, some cultures, even if someone guest goes at the time of lunch or dinner, they will say, you sit, we will have our lunch and come. Whereas in Bharat, in the Indian culture, even if it is not lunch time, we will say, we will offer food. And for us, love is expressed by food. Love is directly proportional to the food that is fed. So even if that person is eaten full and comes, still you have to eat. Why? Because my love. So it's different how it comes. So whether I am checking that I have so much or it is not what I really have, it is what I feel I have that makes me charitable or not. It is that feeling. That is why there is a very beautiful word in Sanskrit called daridrata. Daridrata. Daridrata is not poverty. Although it is translated as poverty, daridrata means a feeling of not having enough. That is called daridrata. I may be having lots, but still I feel, I don't have anything, I don't have anything. That is feeling of daridrata. And what is that? Purnata or abundance? That is, I may actually have very little, but I feel I have a lot. That is why there is this very famous incident in the life of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. When he was a small boy, he had gone to take bhiksha. The brahmacharis used to go from the Gurukul to take bhiksha to certain houses. So in one particular house, there was so much of poverty that lady of the house only had one gooseberry, one aula. Just one gooseberry, one fruit. That's all. In the whole household, in the kitchen, there was nothing else available that she could give in the name of food. Just that one gooseberry. So this, because a brahmachari has come and this is tradition and we can never turn them down. We can't say we don't have anything because I do have something. So she brought that one gooseberry and gave it to him. Very apologetically saying that I wish to give you much more. See the spirit of Dhanam. I wish to give you much more, but this is all I have. So here, I am not going to let you go empty-handed. And that spirit of Dhanam and that dedication to that tradition and culture touched Shankaracharya ji so much so that he invoked Devi Mahalakshmi. He chanted, instantly he composed and chanted one very powerful stotram called Kanakadhara stotram. And when he chanted that, it is said, golden gooseberry fruits rained in that compound, in their courtyard. That house, even today, if we go there, they show it, that this is the house. Near Kaladi, that place is there. So, gooseberry, golden fruit. We are interested. Oh, then what did he do with that gold? We are interested more in that. Did Shankaracharya ji take a few and go? Why should Shankaracharya take? He did not take anything. He left. He prayed to Mother only for that family, and that family was instantly blessed because of the pure mind of that great saint. So the idea is that that spirit of Dhanam is coming out of that abundance and that generosity, and because of that there is sharing. So 3: tapas, conserve energy; yajna, channelize the energy; and dhanam, whatever is produced out of it, share it with the entire society and community. So this way, yajna dhanam tapaschaiva. Then japa. Japa is another beautiful. What are these? What are we discussing on this? Huh? Do we remember? What are we discussing? These are all means to purify our mind. That we should remember. Otherwise, yajna, dana, tapa. But why are we doing this? So we should know purpose. Keep on asking this question. Why are we doing what we are doing? Okay. Japa. What is japa? Japa is a sadhana of repetition of the same thought. The flow of the same thought in the mind repeatedly is called japa. To achieve anything, repetition is important, especially in the resolve, in the thought level. Even physically there is repetition required. For example, if we have to, dig a hole, I can't just once I hit or over. No, I have to keep on repeatedly hitting the ground. Then slowly the hole will be dug. There has to be repetitive effort. I cannot do it just once and forget about it. So we can't praying to God, okay, I prayed once, over. No, I have to repeat it. That's what will get me some result. Even to keep our body clean, one time shower, over. You did not shower today. Why? Is today Diwali? Because every Diwali I shower. If we do like that, then although being social beings, we will be completely antisocial. So the point is that our efforts repetitive. So japa. So this japa is repetition of a mantra or a name of the Lord repeated in our minds. This is called japa. So any mantra. Mantra means, now simple meaning of mantra is a slogan. A slogan that inspires me. So whenever any slogan is there, early bird catches the worm, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. No, these are long slogans. So in Sanskrit the formulae are very short. So it is crisper. So you keep repeating that mantra, it inspires. Oh, we don't understand, never mind, it will still inspire. The mantra has that power, that it will still have its impact on the mind. So some mantras which are there in the Veda, etc., or some names of the Lord. Some mantras are in the Puranas also we find. For example, in Bhagavatam, when the young devotee Dhruva went to the forest, I want to do some tapas. So then he did not know what to do. Then Naradji came and guided him, instructed him, and he gave him the mantra. What? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this name was given. So such mantras are found in the Puranas also. So there are Vedic mantras, there are Pauranic mantras. So various, or just names, name of the Lord. So Om Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Mantra. So there are different sources from which these mantras or these names are there. Or sometimes people just chant Ram, 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 Ram. Just the name. That is also. So all these different, so whatever we choose, but we keep on repeating. When there is repetitive thought, then there is complete single pointedness is developed in us. And that single pointedness has a lot of strength, like the convex lens. When all the sun rays are focused, then it can even burn things. So this single pointedness is developed through japa. There is sometimes one question that is asked with respect to japa as a sadhana, that if repetition is the most important thing, why can't I repeat mic, or table, glass? Why can't I repeat anything? Why it has to be one mantra only or one Bhagwan's name only? Why can't it be the name of something else? I just say book. And that is also repetition only. Why should you repeat only God's name? Because single pointedness is important, but along with that, purity is also important. These are all ways of purifying the mind. What purity will I get by saying table? What purity will I get? Just by saying nothing. But when I chant the name of the Lord, I remember Him. I remember His great qualities, His compassion, His love, His magnanimity, His majesty. All these things, when I remember, that will make my mind also purer, and all these qualities also slowly get developed and manifested in me also. It transforms me. It purifies me. And that is why it has to be the repetition of the name of God or any such mantra which is indicative of God. When we chant Ganapati Atharva Shirsham, the Vedic mantra, Om Ganganapataye Namaha. So that is a mantra. So when we say Om Ganganapataye Namaha, Om Ganganapataye Namaha, Om Ganganapataye Namaha, when we keep chanting this, what we are in front of us, Lord Ganesha's form also comes. All his great qualities, all that as though appear in front of us, and slowly they take root in us, they transform us, they purify us. That is a magical influence of japa. So japa, so yajna, dana, tapa, japa. Then tirtham. Tirtham is something that we all like. Why? Because we all like to travel, So Tirtha Yatra, you have to go. Where are we going? So if same this Manah Shodhanam, if you would have said that we are going to have talks on wheels. We will go 2 talks in Bali. Then 2 talks here, 2 talks there. Oh, I am signing up for that. We'll all be excited. Oh, so good. We'll all travel. We'll all like Tirtham. But we have to understand what is Tirtham also. Tirtham is not mere traveling. That is why the English word that is used is pilgrimage. And traveling has another associated word that is called tourism. So, what is the difference? In both people travel, right? And travel to a destination only. But what is the difference between pilgrimage and tourism? It is not what is outside, it is what is inside. It is the attitude of pilgrimage and tourism that differs. And that only makes the difference. Again, taking the example of Mahakumbha, which was recent. Because this time it was like, everybody knew about it, the social media, etc. It was very, very popularized. In this Mahakumbha also, we found so many people talking about it, making reels about it. Some were very happily talking about it with all praises. And there were some who were saying, don't come here. It is so bad. No management, nothing, no facility. Don't come, don't come. We saw both this. Actually, we were wondering that how come two completely opposite type of people in the same place, how can they do it? And sometimes on the same day. Then this thing dawned that actually those people who were cribbing and crying went there with the mindset of a tourist. And those people who were feeling grateful and blessed, they were all there with the mindset of a pilgrim yatra. So both are different. Tirtha. Tirtha is the attitude of a pilgrim. Attitude of a tirthayatri. And what is the attitude? How is this tirthayatra done? So any tirthayatra, any pilgrimage, especially to any of these holy places, generally in any of these holy places we find there is a sacred water body. It could be a river, it could be a lake, it could be even the ocean, some sacred water body will be there. So it is said that 3 things have to be done as a part of tirtha with that right attitude. What is it? One is dip in that water body. Snanam. Dip. Then second is there should be darshanam. We should go and visit the temple of the deity of that place. So in Prayag, the dip in the Sangam, the confluence of the 3 rivers. And then there is the local deity is Veni Madhav, the Lord of Triveni. So we go and prostrate there. There's also one Hanumanji there, very famous. So go and have darshan of the local deities there. That is darshanam. Snanam, darshanam. And these 2 still people do. Even tourists do this. But they will look at the time, bus is coming, go, quick. Just ring the bell and come. That is enough, because bus is going, bus is leaving, go. That is tourist. So they will do even these 2 also, it is possible to do. The third one, which often is missed out, which is a part of Tirthayatra, is satsang. One should do satsang there in that place. With some Mahatma, somebody, if no one else is found, among ourselves only. Some discussion on some spiritual topic. So that way, these 3 if done, then it is considered that it is a pilgrimage, it is complete. That is called Tirthayatra. And again, if we look at the spirit of Tirthayatra, we don't go there for facilities. We go there for a divine experience, and that also is in the spirit of tapas. Because what happens when we go there in the spirit of tapas? I am pushing myself out of my comfort zone. It is okay. Little bit of difficulty may be there, but I am getting so much. So my focus is there. And in that spirit, when I go, the tapas also is included. Then what happens? That, so many times there are so many other pilgrims also coming. We are standing in the line. We help each other. We stand together. So what happens is that togetherness, that cooperation also comes in. So that spirit of yajna also comes in there. And of course, we share whatever we can with the fellow pilgrims. So this whole thing, everything is included. And when we are standing in the line waiting for darshan, that time we are chanting the name of the Lord, japa also comes in. So all this sadhana is all a part of each other, tirtha. So this also purifies our mind if done in the right spirit. That I am doing it for purification of my mind. So with that, whether we go to any Char Dham Yatra or any other Yatra, it doesn't matter. But wherever we go, in this spirit if we go, there is that purification. Vratas tatha. And the sixth one is vrata. Vrata means taking up some vows. Making some rules for ourselves. That this is what I will follow. This is to instill discipline in the mind. The mind otherwise is very, very, fickle. Very difficult to come under control. But we give, certain rules to follow. That mind should follow. And this vrata is generally time bound. Sometimes vrata can be throughout life, but generally it is, for example, during Navaratri, I will not, eat at night, let us say, some rule. Or people who sometimes go to Shabarimala and all, in Kerala. So they have this 40 days vrata. So for 40 days, so they won't wear any footwear. So it is a limited period. So they will go through it. It's okay. They have to have, certain time of the day, they have to have a shower, and then they have to chant the name, they have to do japa, all these are all purification. That only with purity we can go to the Lord. And Lord is what? That infinite happiness, that infinite bliss, Paramatma, Avyayananda, that Lord. So to go there, I purify. So and when this vratas, etc., why is it time bound? Because the mind will accept some discipline when it is said that only for so many days you have to do. That much I will do. It is okay. But if you tell indefinitely you have to do this, that is very difficult. I can't do that. So you say only Navaratri. 9 days? 9 days I can. Okay. So like that, small doses, vrata. So some rules, and that rules are to be followed. Once I have decided and I have taken it up, then I follow it uncompromisingly. So that is vrata. So yajno, danam, tapaschaiva, japastirtham, vratas tatha, and many other possible sadhanas. But these are all more famous ones which people keep performing. There is also puja, regular puja if we do. So that is also one type of sadhana that helps. Parayanam is another sadhana, so we keep chanting some things and do certain parayan, Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranamam, or Sundarkand, Hanuman Chalisa, these kind of chanting. So all these things are different types of Bahiranga sadhanas, purificatory, preliminary, preparatory sadhanas, which can be performed as means to purity of mind. And all this is, preliminary. Then what is advanced sadhana? Is there something to purify our mind more deep and subtler than this? So yes, there is something, but that we will talk about tomorrow. In the next class, we will take it up. That this is preliminary and something more subtle. So that also we will look at in the class tomorrow. Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Sakala Amangala Mulani Kandana, Sakala Amangala Mulani Kandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Sakala Amangala Mulani Kandana, Sakala Amangala Mulani Kandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, मंगलमूर्ति मारुतनंदन सकल अमंगल मूल निकंदन सकल अमंगल मूल निकंदन मंगलमूर्ति मंगलमूर्ति। बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।